In this video we will see what are the benefits of using table in Excel. Normally when we have data in Excel we call it as data range, and when we convert this data range to table it allows us to use table features very quickly. So let's see the benefits of using table in Excel. We have a data range here and I need to get the total of order value. We can press Alt equal to and we will get the total. So we can press Alt equal to and we'll get the total here. I'll just delete this. Second option is to convert this data range into table. So we'll click anywhere in the data range and press Ctrl T. You make sure that my table has header is ticked and you press OK. So when you press OK, you will get this data range will be converted into the table. So if you click anywhere outside of this table, you will see there is no option of table design, but when you click inside of the table, you will see that there is a table design tab over here, and when we press here, it will actually tell you what is the table name, and there are many other features for the table. So this has got some colors over all alternate rows. It has got colors. If you want to remove it, you can click on banded rows. Suppose I want to get the total in the last row. So I'll go to table design and I'll click on total row, and you'll get the total here. So it is not the total, actually it is the order value. I'll just rename it and you'll get the total here. The benefit is you'll also get a drop down, and if you click on the drop down, you can see not only this sum, you can get the max value of all these from all these rows. You can get the count, you can get the average. So I'll move back to sum. In quantity also you'll get the same options. If you want to see the sum, you'll click on sum. If you want to get the count, if you want to see the average, or none, I'll just keep it blank. Second feature is, suppose I want to add a row before total. I'll click on the last column and I'll click on tab button. So once you press the tab button, automatically a new row will be created here, and I can enter the value here, say J10010. I'll put ABC. Product, I'll select HP. I'll give some unit price, 76,890, and as soon as I enter the quantity over here, immediately I'll get the total in the order value, and the total will also change accordingly. So this is one of the feature of using or converting the data range into table. So let's move to the next feature. I've got multiple sheets over here which has got data. First of all, I'll convert all this data range to table. So I'll press Ctrl T. OK. In the table name, table design, I'll just rename it to MAY. So my table name is May. I'll go to June. Again I'll convert it into table. I'll rename the table name as June. Let's go to July. Again convert this data range to table. I'll rename it to July. Similarly, we'll do it for August. And the last one is September. So I've converted all the data range to table. The benefit is, which is second feature, Suppose I am in sheet 1 and I need to go to the table which is in the sheet July. So I just need to go to this name range and I'll click on July, and it will take you directly to the table which is in the sheet of July. Suppose I want to jump to the table which is in the sheet September. I'll click in the name range and I'll click on September. So every table has a name, and if you name it properly, you can jump directly to the table from any of the sheet in the Excel file. So this is the second feature of using table. Let's move to the next feature of using table. Suppose I create a sheet over here and I call it as master sheet. In the master sheet, what I need to do is I need to get the unit ID and the order value from the sheets May, June, July, August and September. So what I'll do is I'll go to master sheet. First of all, I'll copy the headers and paste it into the master sheet. Just do some formatting. So I need to get the order value from the month of May, June, July, August and September. So what we are going to do is we are going to use XLOOKUP formula. So we'll start with XLOOKUP formula. XLOOKUP lookup value. So lookup value will be the unit ID. I'll just click on unit ID over here. For the time being it is blank, but we'll see later, like whenever we put a unit ID over here, how we will get the value in the order value. So that is lookup value. Lookup array. For lookup array, we don't need to go to the sheet May, because we have already created tables in all of the sheets. So what we are going to do is we'll give the table name, that is MAY, which is May. So lookup array will press the open bracket. So that is a table name. We'll open a bracket here. Lookup array will be our unit ID. Close the bracket, comma. Return array, again we'll put the table name, that is May. Open the bracket, and we need to get the order value. So we'll select order value, press tab, close the bracket and close the curly bracket, round bracket, and you press enter. So it is giving you an NA because there is no value here. So I'll just copy one of the unit ID from here. It is J10001 and the value is 71,11,512. So I'll go back to master. I'll put the unit ID J10001 and we'll get the value over here. So to get the order value, we didn't jump to the sheet May while typing the formula. So that is the benefit of whenever you are entering any of the formula, you don't have to go back to the sheet, because you have already created a table and you have given the name to the table. So suppose I need to get the order value of say June, month of June. So again we'll put equal to XLOOKUP. Lookup value will be again the same one, unit ID. Lookup array, so here we'll enter the table name as June. Open the bracket, we'll select unit ID as a lookup array. For return, again we'll put June. Order value, we'll select the order value over here, close, and we press enter. So if you go back to the sheet June and you look at the unit ID, you will get the same value. in the master sheet. So that is the benefit of using a table, that you don't have to jump to sheets to get the value. So let's move to the next feature. We have got a data range over here. We have got the customer name, product, unit price and quantity. What I need to do is I need to find out the total of Dell or the total of HP or the total of Lenovo. So first of all, what we will do is we'll convert this into a table. Let's give a name to this table. So I'll just press type A, B, C. So that is the table name what we have given. I'll create a new sheet. Before that, I'll copy the product header, and I need total over here. So what we are going to do is, again we'll use a formula which is very convenient when we have created a data range into table and it is in a different sheet. So to get the total, I'll just make it white so that it is, I'm sorry, I'll change the color to white. So we'll use SUMIF formula to get the total of a particular product. So we'll type equal to SUMIF range. So we need to get the range from the table. So the table name is ABC, which we had created. Open bracket. We need to see the total of product. So we'll select product over here. Criteria. Whatever we are going to enter over here will be criteria. So we'll select this particular cell. Sum range. So sum range, again we'll get it from the table, that is ABC, and that was the unit price over there. Close the bracket. So now if I enter over here like Dell, I'll get the total of Dell, 3,30,000. So we'll go back to that particular sheet. If I have to calculate Dell, you can see the total over here is, I'm sorry, if you see the total is 330 over here. If I change it to something else, say HPE, sorry, it's HP, so we'll just rename it. You will get the total of HP over here. So that is the benefit of creating table into the Excel. Whenever you are using formula, you don't have to jump to that particular sheet for writing the formula or to give a reference of a particular column or the row or the name of the headers. Let's move to the next feature of Excel, next feature of table. I'll just again create one more sheet over here. I'll rename it to master 1. What I need to do is I need to bring all the data of month of May, June, July, August, September in this particular sheet, master 1. So to do that, first of all we'll copy the headers and I'll paste it here. Now to get the value over here, we don't need to go to each and every sheet, copy the data and paste it here. What we can do is we can just type equal to, and that we had created a table called May in the sheet May. So we'll just type MAY and we'll press enter. And you'll see that all of the data from the month May has been generated here. Similarly, if I need to bring the data of June, I'll type equal to JUN and I'll press enter. I'll get all the data of June. Similarly for July, equal to JUL, that is the table name what we had created in the sheet July, and you'll get all the records. Equal to August, that is the table name which we had created in the sheet August, and press enter. Equal to September, and we press enter. So you'll get all the data from the sheets May, June, July, August, September in one particular sheet very easily, because you have created a table in all those sheets. So moving to the next feature. Okay, so we have already converted this into a table, and the table name is ABC. Now what I want is, I wanted to get the total over in this particular column, so I'll just put TOTAL over here, and you will see that it will automatically format based on the other rows. So we just need to add borders over here. So if I need to get the total, the good part is, whenever I write a formula over here, say unit price into quantity, and I press enter, it will automatically fill all the other cells with the same formula, and will get the totals in other cells too. Moving to the next feature. So we have a data range over here, and I need to quickly create a chart for this data range. So what I can do is, suppose I just want to create the chart for this particular column and this particular column. So I'll select these two columns, I'll go to insert, and I'll click a normal chart over here. So the chart will be created, but if I have to add one more row over here, say 13, date can be say anything, I'll just copy these data from top and I'll just paste it here. I'll change the value, say unit price is 1000, so that it is easy to find out in the chart. So I've created one more row, but you will see there is no data generated in this chart, just because it is a normal data range, and again we'll have to go to select the data, we'll have to go to insert and create a new chart to get the new row to be added in this chart. So what we'll do is, we'll convert this. I'll first delete this chart, I'll convert this into table range, table design, remove the banded rows. Now I'll select the unit ID and the order value. So you just have to select these, go to insert and click on any of the chart. You will get the data over here. I'll change this to 13, and you will see it has been reflected over here. Suppose I change the value to say 5000, the data will automatically change. Suppose I type here say 10,50,000, you will see the graph will automatically change. Or if I have to add one more row over here, say 2005 2020, that is 2021, J10014, and you will see automatically one more unit ID has been added in the chart. I'll type anything over here, So just let me copy and paste it. I'll put it as 15 lakhs 45,325, quantity is 2, and you'll see the new graph chart also has been added in the chart. So basically these are the features which can be used when you are converting the data range to a table. With the help of the table you will be easily able to enter the formula in any of the sheets and quickly pull all the records from other sheets also.